Three, two, one. Congratulations! 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 Congratulations!
Dun 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 dun
Congratulations!
dun 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 dun
Congratulations!
dun dun dun
What?
dun 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 dun. Da da
Congratulations!
da 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 da
Congratulations!
da 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 da
Congratulations!
da da da.
Congratulations! Congratulations! 1 year of Nefarious
We did
Reels.
it.
We fucking did it.
It's official. Good job, everybody. That's it. That's the whole
Yeah.
episode. It's over. It's
It's
over.
just a celebration. That's it.
We just have this on
But
loop for like an hour and a half.
yeah, that's what we're going to do. No one's going to notice.
No one will ever know.
But welcome back to Nefarious Reels. I'm Pinocchio.
And I'm I don't what's the horse? I'm the talking horse guy. Tom Kenny.
That was John Heater, the horse.
Oh. His name's
Napoleon
like
Dynamite.
Tybalt.
Tybalt.
But yeah, we're Nefarious Reels and we talk about bad movies, and that's pretty cool. And we talked about 3 of them instead of 2 because we were gonna have a special guest on. We're gonna have Jules, but he, unfortunately, apparently, he has an actual life outside of movies and stuff. How dare? But
Boo.
But we can't stop him if he's got other things to do. It's just unfortunate timing, and we're gonna have to save. We'll save Jules another day. We'll have him on another day.
Yeah, but we got a good backup movie just in case.
Yeah,
so.
just to show that we are spiteful, we did remove his recommendation and replaced it.
Yep.
But I don't know. What order should we just do from like earliest release to latest? We didn't really discuss in order now that I think about it.
Yeah, we didn't. Well, it was all modern releases, so I guess we could go earliest. Or do you want to like split it in half? Because I had basically 2 in quotations.
Well, we both had one, and then we randomly chose the third
Yeah.
one. So I don't know if because I'm totally good doing just earliest to latest, pretty much.
Yeah, we could do that. Go ahead.
Yep. So that means that I am first because I recommended a film from 2010 called Chihuahua the movie, which is pretty much it's the classic tale of person who is a total asshole, gets transformed into an animal type character, and then shenanigans ensue, and then she learns a lesson. Yeah, that's pretty much the whole movie. We don't even need to discuss it. We just did the whole thing right there.
That's basically the premise.
But, I guess we should give at least like 5 or 10 minutes of its time. So, Cole,
I guess.
what'd you think of Chihuahua the movie?
Oh yeah, Chihuahua the movie. This is like the perfect encapsulation of just shitty Lifetime movies, almost mixed with like the Darman message, but not as tone deaf as Darman, because they at least in this one tried to make sense or be consistent with how they wanted to get to the resolution and make the asshole learn how to not be an asshole and actually be nice to people for once.
I mean, to be fair, they have more time like in a movie than they would a Doorman video.
That is true. That is true.
What's the lady's name? It's like Lauren or something. I forgot her name. Like Letterboxd has her name listed like as like the last person.
Sandra. Like she almost sounds fancy at that point.
Yeah.
And she's like a nutritionist, wasn't it?
Yeah, she's a nutritionist. That's her whole character.
Yeah, she's a nutritionist, and her secretary or assistant is this mom, Jeannie, who I first thought was like, is that Rosie O'Donnell? And then I was like, no. But she's got 2 kids and a Chihuahua.
A Chihuahua, which they're training to become a therapy dog.
Like a therapy dog in a hospital. But Sandra's kind of a bitch to the Chihuahua, especially. Well, let's not take that for granted because she's like a bitch to everybody, though.
She's a bitch to the receptionist, and she's one to her boyfriend,
And
and
she's a bitch to everyone that also isn't that like TV news anchor because she's like,
oh my
oh, she's
god,
a local celebrity.
she's
This would
famous.
this would help my business a lot.
I'm gonna be honest. I think
And
that this film peaks like at the beginning. Like the opening is like some like horror like Saw looking thing where she's just getting interrogated for like this like thing. It was like
get
you
me out of here!
get me out of
Oh
here!
fuck!
I didn't do anything. Oh fuck. If anything, I think the whole beginning of the movie is like the best part because you got that weird random friend to show up and she's just like, "We used to be such good friends, but then you moved away." Like I was waiting for like that lady to pull like a Joker and just
Oh
like go, "You
yeah.
get what you fucking deserve," and you just fucking blasts her. Again starts
For a second,
blasting, pow pow.
I thought you were gonna say she was gonna blow up the hospital.
That would have been funny too. Like that's the reason why
like you
Sandra's in a coma.
like you moved away from me when we were kids. That is unacceptable. I'm blowing up the hospital you're in right now. I'm
Like
gonna commit terrorism in your town.
Like that's what I was thinking was gonna happen because like I remember reading a synopsis and she's like in a coma, but now she's in the body of a chihuahua. I was like, oh, I bet this lady's gonna like is our antagonist is gonna like take her out for like some like pointless revenge thing because she
Yeah.
like has this like fake appointment because they didn't make one apparently, and then it's just like,
And then Sandra's like, what the fuck, Jeannie? How did you not know I had this appointment set up for 9:30?
well, now you're gonna be
Do
fired.
your job better because you suck at your job and you're my third or fourth assistant I fired in the past year because I'm a bitch.
It wasn't. It was receptionist. It wasn't assistant.
Reception. I thought she said assistant. It was same thing. Assistant, secretary, tomato, tomato.
All right, I guess that's fair. But pretty much, that's not what happened. She did not get blasted into a coma. Basically,
Sadly not.
no. The friend, the not friend person, I don't remember what her name was. I think it's like Trisha or whatever.
Are
But
we talking about
the one with the healing crystal.
yeah, Lena it
Oh,
was.
Lena. Yeah, Lena uses her magical healing crystal and pretty much just knocks Sandra into a coma and pretty much puts the
Yep.
her brain into like the Chihuahua.
In a like being John Malkovich style almost.
You know, a real missed opportunity to have Sandra put the brain of the Chihuahua into Sandra
That's what I was
and doing
honestly
goofy
hoping for.
shenanigans.
Because I was like, where's the dog's mind then if Sandra's isn't the Chihuahua? Is it just in comatose Sandra then? Yeah, I was really hoping you would have, yeah, Chihuahua minded Sandra just like roaming around a hospital doing nothing.
Go.
Or just, yeah. And she's only making those like Chihuahua noises because she doesn't know how words work.
Yeah, maybe.
Since it's a Chihuahua because it's funny.
Yeah, I'm guessing that was probably like in the original draft, but then like the actress was like, "I'm not doing that," so then they had to change it.
Because I just only want to record in a voice booth and only say what's on my mind in the body of a dog.
Oh, fun fact: the actress that plays
Uh-oh.
Sandra, she's also
Uh-huh.
in the movie Dahmer versus Gacy.
Oh, what? Dahmer versus Gacy?
Yeah,
Okay. Do they fight?
yeah. I mean, I would assume so. You know, the two classic, serial killers. One from Wisconsin and the other one from
Yep.
another state.
John Wayne Gacy, I think it was Illinois.
Here, I guess I'll look
Oh,
it
yeah,
up.
I saw it. Yeah, John Wayne Gacy, I think it was like Chicago suburbs, actually, if I'm not mistaken.
Let's see. John Wayne Gacy was an American serial killer and sex offender who raped, tortured, and murdered at least 33 young men and boys in Norwood Park Township near Chicago, Illinois.
Nice. He became known as the Killer Clown due to his public performances as a clown prior to the discovery of his crimes. Oh, he also has a conviction in Iowa, too.
Oh man, he got around, I guess.
Yeah.
Man, I might have to change my recommendation to this. Why not? We were doing a bunch of funny haha comedies. Might as well switch to horrific serial killer murder people.
Yay, murder.
Yay, murder! Yippee!
Yay.
Woo! Anyway, speaking of
Woo!
murder, let's keep talking about Chihuahua the movie and how it
Because you
murdered
wanted to
all
murder
my
yourself?
enjoyment.
Oh, I thought it was because you wanted to murder yourself while watching it.
That was probably a funnier joke. But yeah, pretty much
Yeah.
Sandra has
Sandra.
pretty much is in the mind of the Chihuahua, and she ends up failing the second part of the therapy dog exam because she wasn't listening to when they were talking about it. And it's like, we're gonna push this wheelchair, and then we're gonna rattle some chains, and then we're gonna smash a garbage can. We're gonna rattle chains because our hospital's haunted from all the dead people. And they go, ooh, I got a chains. So
We're
so
ghosts
we gotta make
of
sure
dead patients past.
that Bella
Ooh.
is like not afraid of these ghosts with their rattling chains.
Oh, yeah. Gotta make sure.
Yeah, there isn't really a lot going on in Chihuahua the movie. The stakes is that Sandra has to get back into her body somehow, but there's
Yep.
never a real explanation for it. Like the stake is, oh, she's got to get back in because she's in a coma and she'll die if she doesn't. But we're never really given like a goal. Like that's like the main goal, but we're not given like a way to get that goal.
It's just like, hey, I want my body back. And then, do I learn a lesson? Maybe. Maybe not.
Like it's strange because at first you think, oh, she has to become a good person, and then she'll swap back, but like that doesn't really happen. The lady Trish, no, Lena, she just does it again. She just rubs the crystal again, and then that's just what happens. But it wasn't like Lena was like watching Sandra's journey as she grows as a person or anything, and she can't even understand her. So I don't know why she decided. Okay, you know what? Sandra's dead. I think she learned her lesson now. Now that she's dead,
And then she also doesn't die at the same time.
she
But,
dies, but then she comes back to life thanks to the power of a healing crystal. Buy Nefarious Reel branded healing crystals on our totally
yeah.
real Nefarious Reel stores.
Oh, yeah, we definitely would. Definitely.
Buy some Nefarious crystals. That's what we're calling them. They're definitely not just a bunch of rocks I'm just pulled out from like fucking nearby like dirt path.
Oh, definitely not.
Definitely not. They're legitimate healing crystals, as seen on Chihuahua the movie.
The authentic crystals used in Chihuahua the movie that sent Sandra's body into a Chihuahua and put her in a coma
And then she died.
until she learned to not be a piece of shit.
Or at least until, Lena felt like undoing it. I guess, like,
Yeah, that's true.
I think the only other funny thing besides the beginning is the scene where they go to her grandma's and then she just collapses. And then she's just like, I gotta dial 911. And she presses, and you get the little funny visual gag of stuff. But that's always funny.
Pause. And then the kid's like, I didn't dial it, the dog did. And everyone's like, you're crazy. No way a dog could dial a phone.
You know what?
How stupid is that?
It reminds me of Tammy the T-Rex when he dials the number with his little like claw. It's like that.
The little dinosaur claw just
Yeah. Granted, it's not as funny in Chihuahua the movie, since in Tammy the T-Rex it literally just comes up from the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's something. I don't know. I wish there was more to say. I mean, Chihuahua the movie. This is the movie that represents like all Chihuahuas everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, do you think that Sandra eats dog food as a person when she returns back to normal? Because she comes around to it.
She does. She's like, well, it's not even like it was that wet dog food. So I'm wondering if she'll be like, I'll get that. But then I'll also try the dry too. See how that tastes differently.
No, that should have been like the end gag where she's in her office, but she opens like a can of like the wet dog food and starts eating it. Like she pulls out of like a lunch pail or something. To see that she's still got that like doggy dogness in her.
Yes.
Just a random side tangent I want to point out, but on the DVD box, which I know you have because I sent it to you.
Yes, you did.
It says over 1 million DVDs sold. Do you think that's like actually true, or do you think that's just BS?
I'm calling bullshit, honestly.
Like I don't know, maybe if we go on to like the film club Discord and we go, yo, does anyone own this on DVD? Maybe everyone's gonna go, oh yeah, I totally have that, and we're just in the wrong.
Maybe we're the ones that got bullshitted,
Yeah, maybe we're this
and we
film's
were learn.
amazing and we're just haters.
Maybe
It does
we're
have a
just nitpicky and
it
biased.
does have a 2.8. So yeah, maybe we are wrong. Maybe this is the Showgirls.
Maybe it's just because it also features a dog, and people are like, people like dogs.
Yeah, yeah, but it's not any dog. It's a Chihuahua.
Yeah. Oh, there's another thing too that I like about the back of the DVD where it says at the top, a must see for fans of Beverly Hills Chihuahua and Big.
Oh well, I haven't seen Big, but I have technically seen Beverly Hills Chihuahua once.
Yeah, I know I did too. I think I've seen Big, but if it was like years and years ago. I just mostly remember there's that iconic scene of Tom Danks playing the piano with his feet. And that's all I'm going to say. No context. I think you know what I'm talking about. It's that one scene where he's out in Times Square. I think there's like one of those piano things on
Yeah,
the floor. And yeah, he's playing it with his feet. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's like the one
Yep.
scene
That.
everyone knows. I feel like even if you haven't seen Big,
Yeah, everyone knows that.
everyone knows that. See, that's a scene that should have been in the movie. Have like her as a Chihuahua just jump on a piano and plays it like effortlessly. I don't know. What is there to say? There isn't really much to say about Chihuahua the movie. The whole thing is she is bossy. Then she gets turned into a Chihuahua. Then she grows and becomes a better person. Becomes the
Yep.
therapy dog. I think it is funny that at the end of the movie, because as a therapy dog, she hangs out with a bunch of kids, and all the kids at like in the end title and the like in the end credits part, they all look miserable except for like one kid. Like no one looks happy to be there.
Because they were stuck in Chihuahua the movie.
They actually went to a hospital and they just like, here, take a picture of this fucking Chihuahua we stole.
Yeah, we stole this Chihuahua from the Humane Society, and the cops are on the run for us. So take this picture quick before we get arrested.
We ran out of budget. We didn't have money to afford actually getting a license to shoot in a hospital, so we had to break in here. And we only got like 5 minutes before security kicks us out.
Yeah, we gotta go now.
What else? What can we say about Chihuahua the movie? Because it's really, really boring.
Super boring, super generic.
Like this is kind of like on like Red Zone Cuba level of boring. But at least Red Zone Cuba at least like attempted something interesting. Like what does Chihuahua the movie actually do?
Tell you to not be an asshole.
What if Doorman showed up at the end of the movie?
That
Just
would have
like
been
tell
funny.
us our like the lesson.
As you can see, guys, the next time you have your mind put in the body of a Chihuahua, learn from that and be more nice to your coworkers and loved ones around you. And I'm gonna pay these actors like total dog shit.
Yeah.
So they can't even afford basic necessities, and I'm gonna profit off of their poorness.
Nice. That's the Doorman way, baby.
The Dar Man and just executive way.
Very cool, very epic. Would watch again.
Super dank.
But yeah, I guess I don't know. Do you have anything left to say about Chihuahua the movie? I think I've said the main.
I would say honestly, I had mostly got my Chihuahua the movie lore and thoughts out.
All right. Well, I guess unfortunately, it looks like Chihuahua the movie is a dud. Hopefully, the sequel, Chihuahua 2, will be better.
Electric Boogaloo.
So you think I'm joking, but there is a sequel to this movie technically.
Oh shit!
And it's called Chihuahua 2, and that's 2 as in 200.
Nice.
So hopefully it's like a different director, different actors, different Chihuahua. In fact, I don't even actually know if it's a sequel. I'm just assuming it is because it has a similar look on the cover as it does to the first movie.
Yep.
But I guess if we're done with Chihuahua the movie, we shall move on to the next one, which is your movie. This one's the one you recommended because good, actual good guest that showed up on time and made freaking made time to be with us. Jules, why did you have to not show up? Why did you have to be busy? Ah.
He's gonna screw over Andrew Garfield again. That's why.
Okay. But yeah,
He.
our good. This is one of the films Luca told us about, and you recommended it.
Yes, I did.
Talk about Mad Buddies.
Bad Muddies.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Mad Buddies from 2012 is about these two guys, Bodie and Beast, who are basically, I don't know, the biggest. They really hate each other.
Yep.
And then this host lady decides to have them walk together on like a walk across the country. But little do they know that Bodie and Beast are on reality TV and they want to get back at her. And that's the premise. And then a lot of slapstick comedy shenanigans happen the whole damn time.
Yep.
So, yeah, what did you think about this one?
Well, I think I laughed the most with this movie. Like a genuine. Okay, let me rephrase that. I think I got the most genuine laughs from this movie. No, that's also not true. I had a genuine laugh in this movie, which is more than the other two that we watched.
Honestly, kind of fair.
I just
But
wanted.
this one honestly had like the most intentional comedy compared to the next one
Yeah,
because they were at least trying to make you laugh, even if most of the time I think it was just kind of like the dumbest things ever. And they were going, but no, it's funny.
I don't know. Usually I like slapstick, but it happened a lot to that one, like, what was it, like Minister of Entertain Relations or
Yeah,
something?
the minister guy.
Yeah,
And
and
it was like the same shit over and over. He would just,
get
fall.
hurt.
It would either be like, yeah, something with injuries where something hits him in the head, then he falls over and then rolls into something else, or he slides into something and then hits his head on something else. I'm like, this dude should have had like 5 or 6 concussions at this
The
point.
the Melissa McCarthy approach to comedy. Get hit and fall down.
Yeah, and then people will laugh. And then that's our reactions. We're just sitting there like, oh, we were supposed to laugh at that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I like slapstick, but like I think the big issue is that the Minister guy, like it's like too much to him because he's not really doing anything wrong per se.
Oh yeah.
Like if it was happening, like if he was like the lead person making the reality show, then that would work better because that person's scummy for kind of exploiting them. That works a lot better. The minister guy, he's just like, oh, this is like there's this whole hoopla about this, and it's a bad look, and we need to look good because they look racist. But we do get
Yeah.
we start with a setup scene at the beginning where we get to learn one of them's a cop. What was Beast the cop or was it the other guy?
I want to say Beast because in the next scene he was literally a security guard at a wedding, and you're talking about like where they like the poacher spotting scene, that like first
Yeah.
scene. Yeah. Oh, I want to say it was Beast,
Okay, so Beast was the cop guy,
and
and
then
Bodhi
Bodie
was
was
the
other guy.
yeah, I don't remember. It wasn't like it was like a ranger. He was like a ranger guy.
Yeah, something like that, I think. And they were both called by their people because by their respective employers because of
A poacher.
a poacher, and poachers suck.
They do suck.
They do suck.
But
They suck a lot of ass.
Yeah. Oh wait, you suck ass. Oh, everybody sucks ass.
Just change suck to eat.
Yeah.
But yeah, they then see each other and they're like, "Hey, get out of here! Get
Because
the
they think
fuck
they're
out!"
the poacher.
Yeah. So they're doing basically the Spider-Man pointing meme where it's like, "Hey, you, no, you,
Yeah, but
get out of here!"
Beast ends up shooting off Bodhi's toe, and then in response, Bodhi lets Beast get chased by a lion to die. Fair exchange. You shot my toe, I let you die.
Yeah, go fuck yourself. Go get killed, been mauled by this lion.
Yeah,
But
get
Beast is pretty smart. Where, I mean, the running probably wasn't the best, but he does find a way to get away where he kind of hides himself in hay or grass, so the lion doesn't get him. Obviously,
yeah.
yeah, you had that, and then there's literally that next scene where they're at where it's like a wedding, and Bodhi's like cutting grass with a lawnmower, and then Beast is a security guard, which assuming is like a pretty big wedding because it's the minister's daughter's wedding,
Yeah.
and he's got to make sure everything's all under control and no one ruins it because this is like one of the big celebrity weddings of the year. And then they see each other again, and Bodhi's like, "You're supposed to be dead, Beast." And then Beast is like, "Get the fuck out. We don't welcome you here. You weren't invited to the wedding."
They get into a big
And
fight, but there's
they get into a yep,
and it
they get
becomes
into a big
viral.
fight because of course it goes viral.
I mean, granted, that's probably the most realistic thing in this movie.
Yeah, true. Oh,
And
definitely. I was just waiting for someone to hold their phone out and just say "World Star."
but there is a reality TV exec there, and she's like, "Yo, these guys that would be great on a reality show, and I can make
But they
money."
can't know they're on a reality show.
And basically, he's like, "Okay, you guys need therapy, and you gotta walk all the way to this place, and then if you get there, you won't go to jail forever." And then that's how our movie begins.
Yep. So it's either that or yeah, no, or you do jail time.
Well, it starts with that, and later on they want to quit, and she's like, "Okay, guys, how about you can try to win me?" And they're like, "Damn, yeah, you hot. Woman hot. Must win woman."
Yeah, we need the woman.
Also,
And then it does a lot of the movie then later is like the cutting of just, the road trip between Beast and Bodhi, and then it cuts to like most of the time it cuts to a bar where they're all watching it on the TVs.
it's so weird because I don't know why. Like when I think of like reality TV, I don't know. I mean, I can't explain. I can't talk about it because I'm an American, and this is a South African movie, so maybe it's completely different. But like if I saw
Completely
this,
different there.
yeah, it's like maybe this is like good reality. I don't want to be like, oh, this is bad, and South Africa only likes it because they don't like bad things. It's like different cultures are gonna enjoy different things naturally. But I feel like if I saw like this as a reality show on TV, I wouldn't watch it. It's like it's just two guys just walking around arguing.
It does seem pretty boring. And maybe or maybe not you'll see a shenanigan happen.
Like it's all live stream, and it's not like a constant thing because it's like they're traveling really far. There's probably a ton of time where just nothing is happening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there is a lot of walking. I forgot how long did they say it was, like 600 kilometers or something?
I think it was like 600 to 700 kilometers.
Yeah, I was about to say because we got to go in non-American terms here.
Yeah,
the non-imperialist system, gross.
AKA
I know.
bad.
AKA the
wrong
metric system used. Yeah, the system used to not get to the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah, how many countries have been to the moon? Suspicious.
1. How many have been to moon? 0, because the moon landing was fake.
Oh yeah, it was confirmed in The Shining, right?
No, it was confirmed in the Venture Brothers movie.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah. I guess it's a spoiler, but it's revealed that the moon landing it's really just a side gag.
Oh, okay.
But, so it's not like a big thing, but there's a side gag where it's revealed that the moon landing is fake.
No.
Also, just Trevor Noah's in this movie, which was like made me do a double take. Like for half a second, I was like,
you had to like rub your eyes, make sure you like, wait, what?
Yeah, my eyes like bulge out of my sockets, and then I had to like rub them and go squeaky, 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 and then I opened them again. But at first, I was just like, okay, that's not Trevor Noah. That's just someone who kind of looks like him. But no, it's Trevor Noah. His name's in the credits and everything.
And then you're like, fuck.
Yeah, he's listed as the bookie.
The bookie.
Yeah, because he's collecting all the money for the bets. For who's gonna get there first, I guess.
Yeah, because they were all betting. Yeah, it was Bodhi or Beast, but I thought the whole game was supposed to be that they go together. I thought it wasn't really necessarily like a race per se, but I thought it was supposed to be like a friendship or like yeah, like a new friendship bonding thing to end racism or something.
Yeah, they're gonna defeat racism, and they did.
They
They
did
did.
end racism.
I mean, how much racism have you seen after you saw this movie? None.
After I've seen the movie, none. Definitely not.
Exactly. We did it. Racism is no more.
We did it, people.
I just want to know because after like probably a good almost through the whole movie, something kind of clicked, and I was like, wait a minute, this is all Be Home for Christmas, pretty much. Think about it. There's our titular
I'll be
character.
home for Christmas.
He's an asshole. Then some
Yep.
crazy shenanigans ensues where he gets them stuck off in the middle of nowhere and they have to walk to an end goal to collect a big prize, and then shenanigans ensue, and then eventually they learn a lesson before they get there. Only key difference is they
Yeah.
actually get stuff at the end in Mad Buddies.
Yeah, but they didn't get a Porsche though in Mad Buddies, no matter what. Even if they said they would want to be home by 6 o'clock on Christmas Eve, and then go, it's not about a Porsche, it's about family.
It's
but they still
all
get the
about
Porsche because
family.
life sucks for non-rich people.
I
I'm
guess
just trying to look at what
like
I
we're
mean. A lot of the stuff I did really right was more of just like the slapstick shit.
yeah, because
Like,
that's
there was that
mainly the main form of humor, and the whole thing is just random
Yeah.
slapstick stuff.
Yeah, like you had that one, like you had the opening, I guess you could say like the opening part of the walk where they go into this convenience store to get stuff, and then the lady there was like almost about to blow the cover, and like because they see themselves on this TV, and she's just like, "Oh, it's just a security camera,
It's
and
CCTV
it's nothing. You're just we're just making sure you're not stealing anything because stores."
and all that.
And then there's that
Excuse me.
other scene later on where Bodhi decides to put like an ostrich egg in his pants.
Yeah, because
Which
you want
was
to
like,
steal it for food.
Why?
For food, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. But like in your pants, that was a little weird.
And then it hatched, and now there's a baby in his underwear, which was
Yeah, and
even
then there was
weirder.
baby ostrich biting at him, and
And it came out of his zipper, which like as
yep.
innuendos.
Yeah, because that's funny.
It's funny, guys.
It's funny. Wake up.
Yeah. Well, they're you know what they are. They're some mad buddies. I'll tell you that much.
Hey.
Hey, title drop.
It's the title of the movie.
Hey. Did they ever call themselves mad buddies in the movie? I feel like
Not
they
that-
did.
I don't feel like they did. I don't think I remember hearing it, but maybe they did. I don't know. At times I would like zone in and out because it got kind of boring in some parts. And then sometimes it was interesting, but that was more of when it was slapstick stuff happening, and the prime minister like dies 5 times almost.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then he also gets those calls from like the president about how mad he is about the show.
Yeah, they're like, if you do not
Because it seems like a
fix this, you will
disgrace,
be
even
fired.
though it seems like it's raking in the views and the money revenue.
Yeah, but it's more supposed to be a piece of, oh, look at them getting along better.
True.
This is like what is it, like a I can't think of the word. It's like a publicity thing. A publicity
Yeah, like
stunt.
a publicity stunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also think it's funny that they call themselves like they're like the rainbow country, and I was just like, ha, gay. That would actually be a great ending to the movie too. Is at the end after they got the checks, they kissed.
They gay.
They didn't hate each other. They were just both hiding in the closet, and at the end of the movie, they come out to each other.
A more progressive movie than you think, people.
Yep. I don't know. They were cowards. They couldn't have done it. I don't know. Most of the movie's kind of a blur in the middle because, like I said, it's just a bunch of slapstick gags, but none of them really stand out too
Of
much.
slapstick.
Like I can remember them, but like I don't know how to describe them. I remember I laughed at like one thing when he has still the piece of meat and they're like separated. Like he's at the
Yep.
campsite, and then like Beast has the fire, but
Oh yeah,
Goku
yeah.
has like the meat. And I don't know. I laughed when it just has a random cup of Beast sitting, and then he just gets hit in the face with like a slab of meat.
Mm-hmm.
As like a deal, and that made me laugh because it was unexpected.
Yeah, and there was also, I'm thinking also that other scene where they're looking for food, and Bodhi finds a frog, and then Beast finds a tortoise, and they were gonna kill the tortoise, and I was like, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. But then Bodhi's frog that was in a can, jumps and hits Beast in the head, and the tortoise goes free.
And he's like,
And
hey,
then Bodhi's like, "You took my frog. What the fuck, man?" And then he still eats the frog because he has no soul.
yeah.
He doesn't want to eat the plants because he's like, no, say no to veganism because veganism is cringe.
Veganism is very cringe.
Yeah, ew, eating plants.
Ew,
Ugh,
gross.
based. That's so based.
But eventually, they do figure out that they're on a show because they show a recap on like some like TVs nearby, and
Yeah,
they're just
it's
like,
like on a TV at like a store, and people are watching it from the window, and they're like, "Ha ha ha! Look at them being dumb! Ha 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 ha!
"You're so stupid."
They're dumb!"
Oh ho 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 ho.
Oh.
And they're just like, they're probably making a gajillion dollars. We're gonna have to negotiate.
They didn't get permission from us, so we gotta, you know, get mad and get to this TV executive lady, be like, "Hey, what the shit? We didn't agree to this."
So they pretty much pull her over and they negotiate, and then Bodhi just fucking kills Beast on sight.
Yep.
And then it's like, well, I would have given you the $1 million. And it's like, haha, you've been pranked.
It was just a prank, bro.
You
Unlike Alec Baldwin, I didn't actually shoot him.
And then he's like, okay, the first person to reach the end gets like the $1 million. So then like they never get along until like pretty much when
Until
they get
like the end when they find out, oh, we're actually being used for this reality show.
the only time they actually get along is when they get like super drunk and go on like a
Yeah,
huge
that
bender.
too.
Like I forget that's like such a key part of the movie, and I completely forgot about it till like right now.
I totally forgot about it too until you mentioned that.
They just drive around. They break into a hospital and kill a guy.
Yes, they also Bodhi takes a guy's toe.
Yeah, a black toe, and he's just like, I have.
I'm black now,
Yep.
like Mark Watson.
And then he said the N word for like the rest of the
He's
movie.
Yeah, he just starts saying noob again. He
Yep.
said noob over and over, and I was like, wait, what?
He's like,
Why are you
Beast,
saying
you're
that?
my noob, and I mean that a derogatory way.
Yeah, you're a
And then Beast's
noob.
like, okay, you're my noob too, but also derogatory.
Yeah. And it was very confusing, and you were like, huh? It was like, okay.
But yeah, they get super drunk, and then they sober up the next day, where they wakes up where Bodhi's in bed with a gay guy, which he beats over the head with a coffee pot, and Beast wakes up with a celebrity next to him and a snake, and
Yeah, the snake, and then,
that's when they
they're
figure
like,
out that, oh,
uh,
I we're on a show, because that's when they leave and they find the TVs doing the recap.
yep. Yeah, because they were so confused at times or didn't notice that, oh, wow, we're being surrounded by these people like we're celebrities or something.
Oh yeah, it was a little funny when Buddy goes, when he sees the new toe he has when he's sober. He's like, "Oh my god, I killed a black man and I stole his toe. Gotta get
Oh,
out of
no.
here." But I guess we can lead into what I think is the funniest joke in the movie that got me to actually laugh, and it's near the end when they get knocked
Mm-hmm.
off the tractor thing and they both end up in the hay bale. All I
Yep.
was thinking of was like, what would be really funny if they race all the way there in the hay bale, and they did, and I was really happy and I
Yeah.
laughed. Cause in
Yeah, and the
my
minister was also in one of those too.
Yeah, I wasn't. That wasn't funny at first, but it was funny when they
Yeah.
both were both the two guys and the prime minister were both in hay bales, because now they were both in
Hmm.
it together, so it was funnier now.
And they're almost like hopping in it like those like festival fair potato sack races.
Yeah,
It was like that, but with hay stacks.
yeah, that was kind of funny, and it made me laugh. And then they got their $1 million each, even though apparently there were only one of them was supposed to get it.
Yep. But they ended racism, and that was
That
important.
was the important thing. They didn't end homophobia though, because they didn't kiss at the end.
No, that was
So that's
no.
still a problem.
Like, I understand we got to take everything one thing at a time, but you could have just ended it all right there. We would have all been holding hands, singing Kumbaya.
That'll
We
be
would
in,
have all
that'll be in
been
the sequel, Sad Buddies.
bad studies.
Yeah, bad studies.
But,
I mean, they got one of the
We'll
two,
we'll
so you know,
we'll start writing that. We'll have to start writing that one too.
every
Sad
sequel.
Buddies, and
Yes.
Luca's gonna be on, and we're gonna get Luca on also to write part of it too and direct it.
Yeah, we gotta do Sad Buddies. We gotta do the three Tusk sequels. We gotta do Taming the
Tammy and the
Sandworm.
Sandworm.
I think there was another one we were supposed to do, but we're forgetting it.
Yeah, it'll come back, but we got so much on our plate right now. But we're gonna sweep the Oscars still, and Sad Buddies is gonna be our international feature selection now. Wait, weren't we supposed to do like some animated movie too?
Probably. I
I
have
think it was
to.
an animated thing, but I can't remember what it was now. Fuck.
Well, was it Morris Needs Moms too? Oh wait, Kissing Booth 4. That's what we have to do.
Yes,
The
Kissing Booth 4, right. That's what it was.
But yeah, I don't know. Anything else you got to say about Mad Buddies?
Not really, other than, yeah, just again, like I said before, it's just like the repetitive slapstick humor, but then when they don't go slapstick, it just gets boring. And then it gets kind of fine. It's not like the worst thing I've ever seen, but it's still like, what the fuck did I just watch at the same time?
I don't know. I think the problem with talking about like comedy stuff is how much can you say past, the jokes weren't really that funny.
The jokes,
And
and then when it's not the jokes, it's a lot of story filler and it's just boring. And, you know,
yeah.
stuff happens, I guess.
I guess things happen in the
I
movie.
guess. And then blah.
But I guess if that's it of Mad Buddies, now we get to move on to the next and the final film, which we was randomly selected from a pool of 8 other movies. Which you were the one who actually picked this one technically.
I
So
did technically, yes.
So our replacement thing to replace Babysitters Beware was this movie, Pinocchio, A True Story.
This masterpiece of cinema.
Cole, go for it. Explain to us
Yes.
Pinocchio, true movie, true story A.
Pinocchio, A True Story, originally from Russia
With love.
and then dubbed in English with like American, I think British actors too. But this follows the best version of Pinocchio with Pauly Shore, who is the most fruity and gay Pinocchio you've ever heard. And that's funny.
Father, when can I go
When
up
can
on
I
my
leave
own?
to be own? Oh my god.
I have the whole
You
world
gotta let
to
me
see.
go. I can make a lot of money for us, daddy. But yeah, he gets obviously created by, the world famous clock designer Geppetto, and he has the whole world Dusty, and he joins the traveling circus ran by Majafoco,
Yeah,
I think is how you say it.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's some
Majafoco.
guy, and spoiler alerts, he turns into a con artist because he's a piece of shit asshole, and he runs this ring with a fox and a cat, and yeah. Oh, and again, what did you think about this movie? This is my second time seeing this.
First viewing, kind of let down. Like everyone always does the father. When can I go out on my own?
Oh.
Everyone does that, and I'm thinking, oh, that's gonna be the whole movie, but it's really kind of not.
It's like the first 10, 15 minutes
Yeah,
is the meme stuff.
this film kind of peaks there, and the weird thing is there's actually like no like real conflict for most of the movie.
No, not
Like,
really.
He leaves to joins the circus, and then in the last like 20 or 30 minutes, which at that point you've been watching the movie for about an hour, he goes, I need to become human so I can like date this blue-haired
So I can fuck Bella.
Yeah, so I can date this manic pixie girl character.
Because she's so hot.
What's the
with that
term?
blue
It's
hair.
like
Oh my god.
manic pixie dream girl, I think.
Yeah, it's his e-girl waifu.
I'm gonna look up because I know there's like a title to it. Let's yeah, manic pixie dream girl.
Yeah, his e-girl waifu. It's his real life Japanese body pillow dream girl.
I mean, she literally has blue hair.
She does.
Oh my gosh, she's literally me, guys.
We found a new literally me character, everybody.
And her
We
name
did
is
it.
Bella.
And he also goes on these adventures with his horse Tybalt, voiced by Napoleon Dynamite.
Who becomes his dad at one point of the movie.
He does become his dad,
I was
actually,
really
yes.
waiting for him to call him daddy, like whiffed
I really
opportunity.
wanted and just hear Pauly Shore going, Daddy, we gotta get to the circus. That
But
was a little more exaggerated, but that was basically how Pauly Shore sounded the entire time.
well, pretty much the whole plot of the movie is Pinocchio wants to join the circus for Bella, and then he's at the circus and he does thing, and then eventually he decides, you know what, I want to be human so I can hook up with Bella.
Yeah, I want to become a real boy. And then these detectives are also, I guess, there at times,
They show up.
but they're like used very sparingly.
No, it's really weird because sometimes, like with the character look, sometimes they go from like passable, like Geppetto and Pinocchio looks fine enough, but then you got like the detectives lackeys and they look really fucking weird.
Hey, yes, they do look weird. You got I mean, yeah, like the detective looks
He's
okay,
fine.
but yeah, his lackeys looked weird, and then the cat was kind of creepy looking
He looks
almost.
like Talking Tim. Let's be real here. I think that's the cat's name, isn't it? Or is that the dog?
Talking Tom, are you thinking?
Yeah, probably Talking Tom. You know who I'm
Yeah,
talking
Talking
about though. That's
Tom.
the thing
Yeah,
that
yeah,
came
yeah,
in.
yeah,
And it's
yeah.
just like that's just Talking Tom.
True.
Yeah, there's Talking Tom. There's the Fox character, Bella. There's the circus Tortellini guy or whatever his name was.
Yeah, Squidward Tortellini.
Yeah, and I mean that's really our main cast character. Geppetto doesn't really have any like role in it. I'm guessing it's because we can't. Tom Kenny was too high of a price to have around for too much recording.
Yeah, yeah, they wanted him, but they didn't need him too much. And
Excuse me.
then he was mostly just there just so they could name him Pinocchio, but then also have the jokes about being like, oh, I can't name him Giuseppe because I know this guy Giuseppe and he's fucking weird and he's my neighbor and he's cringe. And then how about Leonardo? Oh, but then either become like a selfish actor, an artist, or a turtle who loves pizza too much. Because that's relevant to the Pinocchio verse. And I guess they time travel too. Because he knows about Leonardo DiCaprio, Leonardo da Vinci, and then Ninja Turtles Leonardo.
That's true.
But then he's like, oh shit, he's Pinocchio. Yeah, that's a good name.
Your name shall be Pinocchio.
Pinocchio. With all the P's in the front. Not just one, all of them.
He goes Pinocchio.
Pinocchio. And this version of Pinocchio never has strings on him. Even like when he was made as a puppet.
So he's not
He
really a
had no
puppet.
strings,
He's
and he was super stiff.
Wait, he's a life-size doll of a young boy. Oh
Yeah,
no.
it's his dream boy.
Oh no.
He's so lonely and he doesn't want to be classified as a pedophile. So he makes his own dream boy.
Father, why is there a hole on my backside?
That is for nothing, Pinocchio. Pinocchio.
Well, Pinocchio, it had a function at one point, but unfortunately, it caused splinters. And you know what? You can only make that mistake so many times before you have to stop.
Bye, Daddy.
What I'm trying to say, Pinocchio, is that my pee goes off in different directions now.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's Tybalt, who is a talking horse. Apparently the only talking horse in the world. But doesn't really mean much because almost all of the animals talk in the universe.
Yeah.
Honestly, the one non-talking horse, which was carrying Bella's cart, is like more impressive, really, because it's the only animal that like doesn't talk in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been funny.
Honestly,
presenting the only animal in the world that can't talk. Oh my god!
And then everyone's like, "Yay, talking horse that
not
doesn't
talking
talk."
Horse.
Oh yeah, non-talking horse. Yippee! And again, he also just has the worst dubbing of like mouth to words, honestly.
Yeah, sometimes it's fine, and then other times you can really tell.
And then other times it's like you can definitely tell his words were not lining up.
To be fair, the voice actors don't know. That's just the lines they're giving. It's up to
Yeah.
But like it's still.
And you're going from like Google Translate from English, from Russian to English. So a lot of it's not going to obviously line up, So they tried. That's all I can say. They tried.
They definitely tried something.
They did try. They tried a thing.
Yeah, but Pinocchio runs off to join the circus because he has the whole world to see.
He's got the whole world to see.
Well, first he saves Bella from like falling off a cliff on the horse, and
Yeah,
then
because Magifoco, the cat, and the fox are trying to figure out ways to get asses in seats, and then the cat's like, "What if I just shoot up the entire crowd?"
what if I just
But
started blasting, pow pow?
but the fox catches each of the bullets in his mouth. That would be cool. And Magifoco's like, "God damn it! I'm not paying you to shoot people in the crowd." And then he accidentally shoots. And then he accidentally shoots the bullets over the fence, and then it hits the pine cones, and then that hits the horse in the head, and the horse carriage starts running with Bella in the back, and everyone's like, "Bella, jump!" And then Magifoco was like, "Bella, don't jump because you could get hurt, and that would lose us money for the circus." And then
Pinocchio comes in.
Pinocchio's like, "We have to save her. Okay, Tybalt, ride my horse."
And Tybalt's like,
Yippee!
"Nah, let that bitch die."
And then Pinocchio's like, "No, Tybalt, you're cringe and very bad at voice acting. Ride, horse." And then he goes in his Eminem verse after saving Bella, being like, "My name is..." Well, I should say, honestly, YMS did that because I did the watch along with it. Where, he goes, My name is Pinocchio."
No, he goes, my name is
Pinocchio. Yeah.
And he pretty much gets offered to join the circus, and he's just like, "Let me go tell my daddy.
I gotta talk to Daddy before.
I gotta go tell
make sure
Daddy
it's
Derek."
okay. Oh, it's a Daddy Derek situation.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like, "Come on, Daddy Derek, can I go? Pretty please, pretty please." He's like, "Well, okay.
I guess. Bye, Daddy.
So he joins the circus, and then they do acts, and then they get money, and then
he and Bella really steal the show. And then that detective comes by and he's like, "Hey, I've seen this before." And then the two wards are like, "Yeah, the circus comes by every year." He's like, "No, you fucking idiots. It's because this guy's a criminal mastermind that's stealing from people while the show's going on. Very suspicious." And then very sus.
Pretty much, Pinocchio wants to bang Bella, and Bella's like, "No, Pinocchio, you must leave now." And he's like, But Bella,
I have another ussy to look at.
I have a bussy, Bella, please.
I got a very nice bussy for you, Bella. But not weird at all.
Yeah, then the fox and Talking Tom are just like, "Yo, Pinocchio, you should go into the mountains with all your money and talk to this fairy guy, because you're a boy. You're just a wooden boy, but you could be a real boy." And then they try to scam him, but it doesn't work.
They try to scam him for 5 gold coins.
And Tybalt's just like, "Nah, this is a scam. I'm not gonna invest in your..."
And then the cat comes out like, "Give us the money."
And then Tybalt's like, "No, I don't want to invest in your scam. I'm going to put my money wisely into NFTs.
Because those are going to be popping.
Yeah, they're going to be big. I'm going to buy a monkey. And then I'm going to show everyone online my awesome NFT. But they do find...
everyone's going to think I'm so cool.
Yep. And then 10 minutes later in the movie, Tybalt goes, "What the... Someone has been stealing my NFTs."
God damn it.
But they do run away, and then they find the actual fairy, and she's like, "Nah, I can't turn you into a real boy.
You have to earn it."
Yeah, but you have to...
And then Pinocchio's like, "But I want to be human now."
"But fairy, I want to turn to a real boy. I have a whole world to see."
Oh, I just realized there was another great line I had that was in the beginning that after, he saved Bella and said his name was Pinocchio, the cat slides over and goes, Mamma mia, a wooden boy.
Yeah,
And then just fucking wastes him.
yeah, that was pretty good. They say Mamma
That
Mia a
was
couple
hilarious.
times in the movie.
They do. Just to make
Mamma
you think they're in
Mia.
Italy. Just to think you're in Italy,
Just to remind us.
That was honestly my favorite part of the movie, besides him, saying the line.
Yeah, but they go back to the circus,
Yep.
but not before they get caught by the detective, but they get away. And then they're just like, "Oh my God,
Because,
Bella, you have been stealing from all these people."
God damn it, Bella. And you knew about this the whole time?
No, but no, yes, but no, I know, but I couldn't do anything about it.
I was getting blackmailed
I'm a sad
by my
girl.
father.
I'm a
By my
sad e-girl.
father.
My father.
I'm sad e-girl.
Yeah, my father, but he is not really
Father.
my father. But they pretty much get forced to do the show, and then the cringiest part of the whole movie happens where they have a song about how
Yep.
the main guy and the cat and the fox are just stealing them, and they shouldn't be arrested even though they're
Oh
completely
yeah, that
complicit.
really bad song.
It was so awful.
It was so
The
bad.
cringiest, is this the cringiest song I think we've heard on Nefarious Reels?
One of the most cringiest.
I don't know. What other cringy songs have you even heard on Nefarious Reels? Probably one of the Dear Evan Hansen songs, probably.
A couple Dear Evan Hansen's most likely. God, what other? I'm trying to think of like musical types.
I don't know. I don't think we actually listened to a lot of cringy songs. Oh, the Garbage Pail
Yeah.
Kids song. How can we forget that one?
Oh,
When they sing about
yes.
friendship.
Oh, yes, in the bar, right.
Yeah, it's like, we can't do anything when we work together.
Right. Yep. No, yep, I remember that. Yep, that's coming back now. Great.
Damn, sorry. I think that's really it. I don't think there's actually a lot. Maybe that Evil Bong opening song they keep using.
Weed,
Weed,
wicked weed. You know I'm on that Mary Jane. Weed,
Yep, that's the
wicked
one.
weed. There it is.
There it is.
A hip, 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 but a hop, hop, hop. He is the coolest cat.
Yeah, and then pretty much the detective guy shows up, successfully arrests everyone. Pinocchio fucking dies in a fire, saving Bella.
And
And
then,
then he turns into a real boy.
he turns into a real boy.
It would have been really
And
funny
then-
if they came back with like a pile of ashes, and the ashes
would have been
swirled and turned to
hilarious.
sparkles, and he turned into a real boy. That would have been funnier and more satisfying in a magical sense.
Yeah, it would have been.
Yeah, but then, he's a real boy and they still do carnival stuff and it's like super cool and epic now because it's real.
It's a circus union because we gotta treat everyone fairly and not steal from the locals because stealing is cringe.
Stealing is bad. I never would have known that if I didn't watch Pinocchio, a true story.
I would have never either. Kind of like if you go see Sound of Freedom to learn that child trafficking is bad.
I never would have known that.
I know. You never would have known.
I know we're already at the end of the movie, but I think I was kind of annoyed when Tybalt's just like, yeah, the stories are all made up. Like the nose growing. Have you ever seen a nose grow? But that's like Pinocchio's like signature feature. That's like in the original story and everything.
True.
Was like, I don't think animating a nose growth would have been too hard. Like, come on. I don't know. I guess I can't say I was mildly amused by Pinocchio, true story. Even if it was like super boring and not good.
I get a lot of ironic fun out of it.
Yeah, I think
And it might be because of the shitty memes, but god damn it, it's kind of hilarious.
Well, to each
that's
their
really
own, I guess.
more of like the first 15, 20 minutes, and then you're just like, oh.
And then you're like, oh no, there's more
movie.
No.
There's more.
But you're saying there's more than 15 minutes?
Yeah, no! Fuck! Get me out of here!
Get me out of here! I didn't do anything! Oh, fuck!
Damn
I
it.
don't know. Anything else you got left to say about Pinocchio?
Pinocchio.
Pinocchio. A true story.
Yeah, not again, not really after again. Just that Pauly Shore is the funniest Pinocchio out there. I know there's better Pinocchio movies, but Pauly Shore was hilarious. And that's about it.
All right.
All right. Now
Well,
we're finally through the movies, and which one was the best?
well, I guess if I had to choose, as all these are comedies, well, I guess Chihuahua the movie isn't really a comedy. It's more just a regular family movie, but still, it's comedy. I think I have to choose which one generally got like more out of me in like a genuine humor sense. And
Okay.
so for that, I have to give it to Mad Buddies because it has the only
Okay.
genuine laugh out of all these movies I had. Like laughing at something that they intended to be laughed at with, not like as a haha, this is so bad.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm giving it to
Ah,
Mad Buddies.
yeah, I don't know. I'm still debating because I did enjoy Pinocchio, but I think if we're talking about consistency with like staying entertained, I definitely would go Mad Buddies also.
I'd
Because
also
if we were talking about like the first 15, 20 minutes, then it would have been Pinocchio, a true story. But that movie kept going on.
yeah, I'd also put in the argument of do you think this would still be funny if you didn't like already have like the YMS watch along stuff in like the back of your
Yeah,
mind
that's
during it.
true.
Like, cause I didn't watch it with that. I just watched it like pure as intended.
Yeah. But I feel like that was the only way for me to watch it, just to be like, it's more fun if you like watch it with somebody, quote unquote.
Yeah, but you're
But still, I think Mad Buddies had like the more, I guess, again, you could say entertainment value to it,
all
even
right.
if it wasn't a lot of entertainment.
All right, so I
You
guess
know,
we're gonna go with Mad Buddies then.
Mad Buddies, yeah.
Mad Buddies, it is. Good job, Luca. You did it. You picked a winner.
Way to go, Luca.
You did it. Congratulations! 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 Congratulations!
Congratulations. Every minute, every 60 seconds, a minute passes in Africa.
Damn, that's fucking deep, bro.
I know, super deep. From Big Man Tyrone.
Well, I guess with that, we now can move on
Okay.
to questions.
Yeah.
Remember to ask them so we can answer them. And we have 3 questions. We'll start with the first one, which we got from our boy Mattias, which is what filmmaker would you love to attend a Q&A for? Let's do like 3 directors, because we can't just pick just one.
Neil Breen.
Yeah, well, I would pick David Ducato. That's why I said
Oh,
3 directors, because it was
that's
obviously
true.
gonna be David, my
Yeah,
boy.
you were obviously going to pick David Ducato. It's pretty easy for you.
Yeah, so David Ducato, 2 more directors. I do want to pick like maybe some more serious ones.
Yeah. Hmm.
I think maybe like Tim Burton, because he's got some like interesting like history with like films. I think he would be interesting. He has
Oh,
like
okay.
his own style. Like you have his classic style. Now he's got his more really just
Yeah,
weird, dirty style he's got going for
that's
him.
true.
That could be like kind of interesting to see like his thoughts.
Yeah, that would be fun. Yeah, let's
And
see.
then my third one is going to be David Ducato again. Just like
Oh, a double David
another one.
Ducato.
Just go on him like twice. But no, like a legitimate third one. You list off. You said Breen. Who else comes
Yeah,
to
Neil
mind?
Breen, pure Breenius. Then I would say maybe Bong Joon-ho.
Oh yeah, Bong Joon-ho. That's a good pick.
Bong Joon-ho would be good. He seems like also like a pretty cool, chill guy, especially after his speeches at the Oscars a few years ago for Parasite.
Yeah.
Seemed like a cool dude. And then one more.
I think
I
another.
mean,
I
I
think
would honestly say if we're talking favorite director for me right now, it's still Denis Villeneuve. So
I kind of would be
definitely would like
interesting
to.
to. I'll let you finish before I say my third.
I was about to say, yeah, like Denis Villeneuve, because I'd like to hear more about how he, like, I mean, a lot of them are good choices, but I love how, like, Denis takes initiative, like, initiative with some of his movies and how he approaches them. So I'd always like to hear how he goes towards each movie, or like his perspective on all of that.
All right, my third
Because I
pick.
like, yeah.
Oh, sorry. You finish your thing. I keep thinking you're
No,
done and
no,
you add
no, no.
more.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I was just gonna like ramble on maybe another like few sentences with filler words.
Okay, so I think my third pick is gonna be like Clint Eastwood, because he's also been in like you laugh, but he's got some really good films under his belt, and he's been like in the industry for like so long,
Okay.
with like even as an actor, like maybe it's a bit cheating because
Yeah.
it's specific more filmmakers, and you are kind of going for also
Mm-hmm.
his act, but like his transition from all his early works as an actor, like spaghetti westerns, and then he does, and later on in life how he does like more like director stuff. I think that'd be
Yeah.
a really interesting Q&A as well.
Okay.
I don't know. I think you listed two. You did your Breen. Yes, you did Denny
Bong
Villeneuve.
Joon-ho, then
Oh yeah, that's your
Dennis
three.
Villeneuve.
Yeah, I already forgot that you did Bong Joon Ho.
Bong Joon-ho.
All right. Well, with that, I guess we'll move on to our next question. This one's actually fairly recent from Luca, which is a favorite South African movie. Considering that we did just recently watch one, so
I have
I
to look up other South African movies now
this
at
is
this
what you can
point.
do if you go to Letterboxd. Go to like to the Mad Buddies letterbox page, and you go to details. You can click the country South Africa, and it'll show all the
Oh.
films that were like shot in
Oh
South
yeah.
Africa.
Ooh.
So you probably have way more films that are shown. You probably seen way more films that were shot in South Africa than me, because I did that, and I
I
only
did
have
not
like.
realize Dread was also 2012. But if I had to say favorite, I would have to go probably District 9.
All right.
Like I
Well,
see Mad Max Fury Road on there, but I think District Nine's the best out of there.
all right. So for like all the listed ones on Letterbox, I've only apparently seen three. For some reason, The Kissing Booth 3 and only the third one's listed
Hell
on
yeah.
there. And there's Mad Buddies, and both of them aren't good, so I have to go with the third film listed, which I know you probably have not seen. Which I
Oh,
gave
I'm
what like I
curious
gave it a
at this
6 out of
point.
10. It's Albert Pune's Alien from L.A.
Okay.
It's it's all right. I like it. It's basically just a
Hmm.
girl, teenage girl, ends up going to like underground alien thing under Earth, and adventure shenanigans
Okay.
ensue. It's neat. It's a
Nice.
charming little thing. It has a 2.4, so technically you could recommend it for Nefarious Reels if you wanted to, but I actually kind of like it,
Interesting.
so I don't know if I
Okay.
would recommend it.
All right.
So there we go. Alien from LA. If you haven't seen it, you're not a true fan of South African filmography.
Got it.
And you said District 9. I haven't seen District 9, and I need to see it.
I definitely want to rewatch it because it does come from Neil Blomkamp, who is coming out with the most dank epic movie ever, where he's going to turn a gamer into a race car driver.
Ooh, now I have to see it now. He's making the Gamer
Gran
movie,
Turismo,
a true story based on a true story.
based on a true story, starring most recent Hellboy actor David Harbour,
Nice.
who's most notable from nothing else. No other popular Netflix shows.
All right. Well, we
Yep.
have one question left, which I know I use say friend when I'm saying it to me, but this is actually from my friend. He asked this, but it's
Oh,
like,
okay.
basically, it was just like, oh, so you've been doing a bad movie podcast for like a year now. Well, if you were like a good movie podcast, what would be some good movies you would have recommended?
Ooh, good movie. I mean, there's obviously like the list of the best.
Like, I think I would avoid anything that we've talked about on Film Club and that's been talked about on Sardonicast,
Yeah, that's
with
true.
the exception of Xavier Dolan's Mommy, because that's my favorite film of all time. Definitely would want to
Mm,
talk about that at
I was
some
about to
point.
say I would definitely take an exception because I would have talked about Under the Skin too, since
Yep.
that's I think now because I've always had that question answer asked about what's my favorite of all time, and I've never like had like a specific one, but I think I would definitely go with Under the Skin because that's like my favorite movie I like get like the most out of, I would say, after with every time I watch it.
My Stepbrother is a Vampire, naturally, would be
Of
recommended.
course.
Fateful
Of
Findings.
course. Anything Neil Breen. and I'm gonna go see Cade this weekend.
Lucky bastard, I'm gonna kill
So
you.
excited. And also they're playing Old Boy at that theater too. I'm going to. So I'm seeing original Old Boy first, and then Cade in the
And
at the
then an
night.
actual good movie next.
Yep.
I'd also probably do Polyester, or maybe one of the other John Water movies I haven't seen, because I think he's a really
Ooh,
interesting director. See, that's
On
another
Water's definitely interesting. Oh, that's
John Waters
also one. Pink
himself.
Flamingos.
John Waters himself. That would have been a good answer to the director Q&A as well.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Just the way he makes his movies so because I would definitely love to hear a Q&A from him about Pink Flamingos because that is in a way like one of the most batshit insane crazy movies I've seen. And that's a compliment, I would say.
Another film. This is kind of a little bit more of an obscure movie that I don't think people really see too much. The Baker's
Mm-hmm.
Wife. I've tried to get it on Film Club forever, but
Yeah,
no.
you've tried to get it picked a lot.
Yeah, but no one ever bites, unfortunately. It never gets
Yeah,
chosen because it's rigged.
obviously. Yeah, what? Oh, another one. Now think about like Denis Villeneuve specifically. Another one I would like to talk about once is Enemy. It's
That's the
my
one with the
favorite
big spider, right?
Yes, it's my favorite Villeneuve of his, but I think when you get like deeper into the dissection and discussion of like the themes and all that, it's super interesting with how it all plays out. Because there's so many different ways you can interpret it and so many different ways you can understand or try to figure out what's going on. And it's such a interesting dissection of both Jake Gyllenhaal's character in it and just the themes that go around that I just would love to, because I feel like I could discuss that movie for like a fucking hour, honestly, with how immersive it is, the experience.
I think another good one is like a Raw Titani, a double feature.
Yes,
That would be really
that would
good.
be.
Both are recommended for Film Club, but I still think it would be cool just to look at.
Mm-hmm.
I'd also do Vagabond, which is an Agnes Varda film. I think that's a great film that
Okay.
could be talked about. That might be my next artsy film that I push after The Baker's Wife gets chosen.
Okay. What about Killer Bean Forever? That action masterpiece.
That's pretty cool, but I don't know how much I can actually talk about it. Because, yep,
It's
they're
so
beans
deep,
and they're
though.
killer. I mean, yeah, I guess it's deep if you've never, like, been to, like, the ocean or something. I don't know, any other movies that come to mind?
Trying to get to like my favorites of all time list.
Yeah,
I don't remember where. Oh, there it
that's
is.
what I got out.
I know we talk about one of them on Film Club, but I would also love to talk about the Cornetto trilogy, like the entire thing.
Yeah, that could be neat.
Yeah, that one. The Nice Guys with literally me, Ryan Gosling, and Russell Crowe.
Oh, yeah,
A movie
update.
that I think does not. That movie is so criminally underrated. I just don't know how no one talks about it. It's so. No, that's a movie that's like hilarious, got good action, good lead characters. It's such a shame that no one ever talks about it.
Update, by the way, from when we talked about literally me characters, I finally seen a Ryan Gosling movie. I saw the Barbie movie. So Ryan Gosling can
Yeah,
finally be literally me.
good. Dank.
Yep. Now I can get my film critic card back.
Good for you.
Yep.
We did it.
I mean, any other movies or
One more I had in mind. Tom Ford's Nocturnal Animals is another one.
yeah? Did he only direct has he only directed like two movies so far?
Two movies. Nocturnal Animals and A Single Man. And my average rating for those two movies is a 9.5 out of 10.
Nice. I haven't seen either one because I only watch good movies.
Yeah, only good.
Only good movies. Only 10 out of 10s or nothing.
Definitely. You're goddamn right.
Yep.
All right. Anything else?
No, I think that's my main recommendations that come to mind. Oh, maybe I'll recommend Alien in LA for the Good Movie Podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, let me look through my list one last time just to make sure. And, I don't know. Maybe Dear Zachary, because that's a really good documentary. Ooh, Deathstalker 2. Should have said Deathstalker 2. That one would have been good. If I haven't already. Just a great dumb action thing.
Okay.
And yeah, I think that's mainly it. Oh no, M. Gotta recommend M. M
M.
is so good.
Mm.
But yeah, other than that, I think that's everything.
Okay. Yep. Now we're off of questions and it's time for recommendations. So, since we really didn't obviously do the retro and modern, we kind of swayed away from that. Now we're gonna go back that way. So, I guess it's my turn to pick the retro recommendation.
Ye.
And I was honestly scrolling through a couple movies. So I was like trying to go like different decades, like 60s. I was even going 50s, 70s, 80s, 90s. And I saw this one that I had on my watch list. And I thought the title was just so funny that I thought we should talk about it. It's got a 2.5 rating on Letterboxd right now. Surf Nazis Must Die from 1987.
Ooh, nice. I think that's Troma.
Oh,
Surf Nazis Must Die is another Troma movie. Nice.
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 Yeah, I think they talked about it on Red Letter Media Search for the Word Best of the Worst, I think.
No. No, they
If I'm not
haven't.
mistaken. Oh no, they didn't.
Nope.
Okay, maybe that was another IMDb list I was looking at then.
It's probably like what they should talk about.
Maybe.
Okay, well, now it's time for me and my modern recommendation. This was a film that I found a while ago, and I was just
Okay.
it was on one of those websites, Hamilton Books, where they release like random DVDs and Blu-rays that they get in their like
Mm-hmm.
little warehouse or whatever. And this
Yep.
was one of them, and I was like, "Huh, that sounds neat. This sounds perfect for Nefarious Reels." Bought the DVD, and guess what? It was a Bigfoot movie, but then you recommended one, and I talked about how annoyed I was about it. Remember? Where it's like
Yep,
I
yep.
had
Remember
one,
that.
but you know what? Screw it. I'm recommending it anyway. Only 90 people have listed to have seen this movie, so this is gonna be a real treat. But we're gonna do 2020's Bigfoot's Bride.
Bigfoot's Bride.
Yep, that's the title of the movie.
Oh my god.
It's Bigfoot like you've never seen him before.
A dank double feature, Nazis and Bigfoot.
Yep. So if you don't want to get spoiled for Surf Nazis Must Die and Bigfoot's Bride, how about watching those episodes for discussion? Also, how about ask us some questions so that we can answer them and like and subscribe and all that fun stuff. And you all have a good day and a happy Morbius.
Happy Morbius, happy true story of
Happy
Pinocchio.
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 Happy Chihuahua. Happy Mad Buddies.
Happy sad buddies.
Happy bad muddies
Mm-hmm.
and all that. Bye bye.
Bye.